Hey, Fallon, how's it going?
Good, thank you. Yourself.
Everybody come in and just keep tapping and just let everybody for a minute. And while everybody gets in, if you want to let whoever needs up.
Okay, sure will. Thank you.
Hey y'all, everybody.
Checkmate, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey y'all, if y'all will, please share this out. Everybody needs to be here.
Tap the screen and share the live, y'all.
Hey.
Hey BT.
Hello.
What's happening, baby?
Nothing. I'm excited for this live.
How are we? Hey Sunshine. Hey Janie. Y'all tap the screen and share the live, please.
I only need like a minute or two while everybody's getting in here. Everybody just please keep tapping, especially for this one.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, if we go down, we are going to go over to my platform. So just in case this goes down, y'all. Share it out, y'all. Hey, berries. Hey, Bugs. Ambi, how are you? You just have to click the little, shoot, I can comment. Hold on. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing good.
Birdie, can you check chat?
Tap and share, y'all, please. I'm doing well, Sunshine. Thank you.
I don't have anybody to share it to because all you guys are here. So I can share it to you guys.
I mean, if it makes you feel better.
Checkmate, that clip that we needed at the beginning, I don't have it for some reason, and Birdie doesn't have it either to give to Raymer to play.
I thought it was already dropped.
Yeah, I have it, right? There was
Hey,
two of
Albie.
us.
Yeah, I thought Raymer already had it. I think. Hey,
Yeah.
y'all, welcome in. Tap the screen and share the live, please. Not the infamous screenshot.
Sorry, I was trying to put my phone on the charger and I squeezed it too hard.
Tap and share, y'all, please. You're going to have to really tap tonight. And just so you know, if we go down here, we are going to go over to my page.
Got like 14% on my phone. I should be good for the live, right?
What the hell, Adam?
No, I'm playing. We're good. We're good.
Hey, Sammy. Hey, Mittens. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry if I'm missing any. Everybody, I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody.
Hey, Sunshine. Good to see you. Hi, Barb. What do you guys say we just give it to about 8:10?
Good. Give people a chance to get in because we won't be doing any recaps. So if you're late, you're late.
I might need a recap after this.
You're going to have to wait for the Netflix series. Mods, if you could make sure you greet people. Oh, this isn't even my live. I'm so sorry, Adam.
I saw that, Bougie. I'm not 92, okay? I don't go to bed at 10 p.m.
Jennifer, stop sharing me the effing live. I'm in here.
I was just gonna say that. Box.
Rams fan, I totally agree. We rolling this year.
Tap the screen and share the live, y'all. Come on.
Hey, Pumpkin, how are you?
Hey, don't knock that 10 p.m. Right, Cindy? I go to bed early too. I fell asleep last night.
Barb,
Watch it live.
Barb, I'm in the box and you're sharing it to me.
How come nobody shared it to me?
What the hell? Hey, Broly, how are ya? Yeah, tapping and sharing is free, Shell.
I just shared it to Adam. Hopefully he comes in here.
I hope so.
Yeah, hold on one second, then we'll get started.
Now you're gonna get 100 shares to your own live. See what you did? Hey, Lola.
Hey, Auburn.
Mods, make sure that you keep telling people to tap and share because there's going to be a lot of information come out and we don't want the live to go down.
Let's see whose finger game is real strong.
If it does go down, we will go down.
Let's see whose finger game is real strong.
If it does go down, we will go over to my page. I hope we don't. Guess we'll find out.
Hope, thank you for the share. I'm here, baby. I
Hey,
appreciate
Auburn.
everybody sharing. I really do.
All right, you guys ready to get rolling?
I mean, are we ever going to be ready? We got to wait for our little feathered friend to come back. Hey, Lisa.
I didn't realize, yeah. Did somebody fall out of the box?
Yeah, Birdie.
Oh. The nest, I should say.
Yes, she fell out of the tree. I just want y'all to know that we're not going to recap, so don't ask us. There's too much information, and that we're not going to have enough time to keep going back over things.
What's up, Auburn? Good to see you, Auburn. Wait, so somebody else fell out of the box now? Don't let her back up. Wait, we need her.
Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Tap this.
Patricia, you didn't miss anything. We didn't start yet.
No, we're letting people get in. There she is. All right, Adam, I would say we can go.
I agree, all for one. I absolutely agree. All right, so I want to thank everybody for coming and joining, and it's not really a topic I really wish we didn't have to discuss. Everybody for definitely coming. Everybody, please do all the tapping you can. There's already been talk about a few people wanting to shut this live down, which I can't fathom even why. I mean, we're here to try to present information so people. So if the information's true, I mean, wouldn't people want to hear it? So that, I mean, that's just wild to hear that people want to come in and report and try to shut a live down before they even know what's going on. So Live rules. Let's do it how we always do it. No harassment, talking over people, yelling, keep it simple. Let's try not to go 3-5 hours like most of my lives do and 10 left turns, but we'll deal with what comes. Moderators, please, thank you everybody, for whoever is doing it, and just please don't block anybody. Let everybody see. Mute people that are disruptive, spamming comments. Spamming comments doesn't get you answered any quicker. It just makes it harder for other people to get their comment through. So please just be respectful in the chat, because if you get muted, just don't come later and complain, because once you're muted, whatever. People who do want to talk will be able to talk after. We're trying to keep an order of events going. Just try to keep it running smooth. We've always said anybody that wants to speak, anybody to have new victims or new people, come about at these lives, and we want to make sure anybody who wants to have a voice can come up. Just be respectful. Don't talk over anyone. That's it. Just be respectful. Myself, I know the people in these boxes, other people that'll probably be up later. I know a lot of us, we personally don't care about numbers, credit, clout, whatever people call it nowadays. A lot of people did work on this in different ways. There's a victim herself that's going to be up here later, and she's the one that came to me, felt like we could present this in a way that it would reach, an audience, and that's what we're trying to do. Her and a couple other people, they were working on it already. They helped us connect a lot of dots. We already knew there was things going wrong. She already knew I had issues with the certain person, and he was already saying a lot of spinning narratives about me personally and things like that, because he knew I was one of the people that just was onto him after a while. But just me, like anybody, I wanted to believe he was very sincere in the beginning. I actually helped him. So I can't say I'm any. It's hard to pull the wool over my eyes very long. So, and that's what matters, is just there's a victim here. There's probably more that will come forward, and we want them to be able to tell their story if they have it, or this person not to be able to create any more victims. We just wanted to keep it civil and just make it so other people, if they have had an issue with the same person or anything like that, that they want to come up. And the person that will be up later to speak is very brave, and she's going to touch on a subject that is, I don't know if I had a child, if I could personally do it. I really don't know if I could. And I give her a lot of congrats for that. I mean, that's it. It's very brave that she's even willing to do that. Please bear with us if you have any questions to speak on at the end. We will try to find it. We have over, I'm not kidding, over 4, probably maybe even close to 500 screenshots and a lot of sifting to go through. We're trying to get out the main points, what we think people need to know. So at the end, if there's something we can provide and we have it, we will. I'm going to tell you something that's false or that we don't have the information on. Tonight's theme, basically, how well do you really know some of the people on this app? I mean, come on, it's TikTok, it's social media. So there's just too many people that they don't notice or ask questions, and there's just so many red flags from certain people. How many people do you know on here has stabbed you in the back or turned out to be a different person than they are? I mean, it happens all the time. We see it all the time just in the awareness community. I don't want to be here doing call outs in the awareness community anywhere in more than anybody else. I mean, some people might like doing it, but I used to like doing videos. That was my thing. You guys know I didn't go live. That wasn't my thing. I don't want to do that. But for the big matters, for people that are being very destructive and doing things very devious, I mean, I want to try to help some people like at least put an end to some of those. And I hope many of you just sit and listen tonight. It's the type of behavior that's done nothing but divide awareness. I mean, people, call it out. Stop letting them just run free. Like, message other people about it. And people, I mean, there's some people that just willingly ignore the behavior and they just stay loyal to someone. How is that going to help any innocent people out there? You're going to hear one tonight. Like, how are we going to stop more victims from happening if you just, like, keep letting toxic people, just because they're your friend, keep going and ignore it and look the other way? And not one person can do it all. I always tell people, I'm not the freaking TikTok police, so you can say, why do you call him out, but you don't call him out? Well, maybe I didn't hear about him. Maybe I don't know about that situation, so, but if you do know about something, call it out, if it's bad. I mean, at least if there's more people out there pointing the finger at somebody, life will get a lot better on here in this community and other communities too. I mean, it's just proper. There's going to be a couple different scenarios tonight. Most will believe it's one, including myself. Just watch and listen to all the information so you can decide for yourself. And either way, there's a level of theft by deception, lies, people. I mean, it doesn't matter which scenario it ends up being or that you believe, both are bad. And whether it's either bad one, there's still the things I just said. Lies, manipulation, take advantage. Everybody knows who we're talking about. How can you go claim stolen valor on people, but yet it's okay for you to lie and do it to everybody else and deceive people and who you are and manipulate? And if we can prove that to you, then how can you stand by somebody and say that's all right if you're doing it for somebody that's military? Because I am all for that. I'm from a military family. I am all for that. I hate stolen valor. But if you're turning around and doing the same kind of shit behavior, how are you any different? And that's what all of you get to decide tonight. You get to decide from watching and listening. You're gonna hear him create, and we're talking about GOV, obviously. We're gonna hear him create multiple narratives that other people are always doing things. When he disagrees with anybody, they're going to be a hypocrite. I mean, I'm a hypocrite to him because of an email incident. I can even explain on that. That's not a big deal. It's nothing that I haven't put in a video before or talked about. Multiple threats are said in angry ways every time he doesn't get his way out there. I mean, those aren't even screenshots we should have to go posting everywhere. Narratives that we protect criminals and beggars. And I believe he's even in here tonight. I mean, he obviously has a huge heart on. He has a huge heart on for Florida man. But how are you going to go out and spin that we want to protect him or other people, or that other people want to protect him? I might see him in a live. I might whatever. If he committed a criminal act, and I'm sorry to talk about you, bud, but I mean, just if he committed a not cool. I mean, that's his business. Like, if you have a problem with him, why are you going to go dox 4 other ladies because they talked to him? And I proved in a video I did a couple of days ago that you did that. That's real. How is that even okay that you go put their name, address, phone number, and then say, I went and stalked your Facebook? But I never even went to your Facebook. Didn't even know you had it, actually. It was actually screenshot and sent to me. So all these fake narratives that people sit there and believe, just watch all the evidence tonight and then make your decision. The panel can prove with the screenshots and certain audio that it's all narratives. And, it honestly, I think it'll shed light on what a lot of people suspected. I've gotten a lot of messages that people suspected something was up, something wasn't right, and a lot of things for people. I ask everyone to just make your own decision. And I know I already said that a few times, but people ride or die for somebody, and it's just, I don't know. I can't I don't know. I can't do that. If somebody's wrong, or checkmate, for example, if we disagree on something, she'll tell me. If I see something, I guarantee call each other out or whatever. I think anybody up here would be able to do that. So
And
I
we
think,
have.
yeah, I mean, it's not hard. I don't means protecting toxicity. It's just weird and it's just strange behavior. There's going to be quite a few correlations tonight that you can make, such as 3 accounts we know he uses. I mean, one of them messaged 4 minutes a panic into a certain person. The same account has backed each other in his own comments, and there's actually a money trail we can follow between them, in which Gov ends up with the money, of course. So we have receipts for that. That's not something that's a fantasy. There's potential people connected to this and who he claims to be or not be, and that's going to sound weird that I say that, but that's a think about. And there could be people connected, such as wife or children, and we want to redact everything possible. We don't want people like bother anybody else because you're upset with him or because you trusted him and you're mad because he's a different person. Didn't do that. But he can't be also mad and spin the narrative that it's our fault that other people might find them because we did. I mean, it's like he posts everybody and doxes people and does his thing. Other people have the same capabilities and could do it to him. So that's a narrative that's not going to fly. I mean, it's his actions, it's things he's done that's put him in this situation. So if we show what we have and stop people from thinking that, I hate to say it this way, that he's some hero out there doing all these, but yet on the back end, just, or in general, just being a totally different person. I hope you guys just really see it and just keep tapping away, and we're gonna get going, and just where we're gonna start, and I'll be right here.
So, like Adam said, we had already started seeing things that we thought were huge red flags, and we had started, looking at some things. And then we got some screenshots, and that pretty much just connected the dots. And you have to be patient with us tonight because we have went literally through probably well over 500 screenshots. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of stuff you're going to see. We're not going to recap, so please pay attention because there's a lot to go over. And we're going to prove everything that we have to say. We can do it with screenshots and we can do it with audio. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and just dive into this. But please keep tapping the screen, share the live. If you have questions, just drop them in the comments. We'll get to them. You ready, Fallon?
Let's go. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Oh, wait, first of all, is Stacy, are you in here? Stacy, if you're in here, can you request, please? Go ahead, Fallon. I'm sorry.
No worries. So, again, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the taps to keep this. I'm going to try to pay attention to the comments, but if you guys see something that I'm missing, please stop me. Stop me immediately. Jump in, cut me off, however you need to get the attention so we can make sure that we don't go forward with something's detrimental that needs to be brought up. Tonight, the biggest thing is going to be about protecting people, their safety. When something's not right, it's imperative that the people that you sit around and that you chop it up with every day, that you take care of each other. And if you see something that's not right, you immediately call it out.
I'm sorry, Fallon. Is there any way we can rearrange these boxes so Stacy can come up, please?
Yes.
And also eventually take me out of the big box because I know somebody's going to need it eventually.
Do I have super mod powers? Because it's not letting me do anything.
Yeah, I don't have them either, Checkmate. I can't change it.
It's not letting me do it either.
Well, it says you do.
What I wanted to do. It's not giving me the option to like give it a different grid. It's not giving me the option to like give it a different grid.
Let me see.
Yeah, it says you both got you. Yeah.
Oops.
It's up. You're gonna have to fix the grid, Adam. We can't fix it. We can shrink and
We're actually done it.
so go into multicast
Yep, there.
and you go to the settings, the little wheel.
Okay.
Do you
got
see
you.
where it? And it should show you different grids. And just so y'all know, if we go down here, we're gonna go over to my page. Hopefully we don't go down though. Just anything that's gonna add more boxes. The 9's fine right now. We're not showing screenshots yet. There you go, Stacy. You can request now.
Wasn't her or anybody else going to go after you guys, or? And she said,
It's not showing. Let me see if I can bring her up.
So it has to be the host that brings Stacy up.
I got her.
Okay.
Perfect. Stacy, I'm gonna mute you until we're ready for you, okay? Perfect. Stacy, I'm gonna mute you until we're ready for you, okay?
Sure.
Do you know how to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
To do it is to tap Adam's box. That way you don't get kicked out or you don't get an error. Again, one of the biggest reasons that we're here tonight is because we want to get the information out to protect the safety and get out and start holding people accountable for not only the people who are doing these awful things with putting someone's life and business out on the internet, doxing, addresses, threats, etc., is because there's a reason why we do this here in awareness, or you're in the same algorithm as the rest of us. It's because at some point you shared a video or you clicked a like or you were interested in how to help people. And just overall, the reason that awareness exists in the very beginning was just to make sure that people are not taken advantage of at any level. Their kindness is not weakness. But there's people out there that want to manipulate, emotionally manipulate, and take advantage of people's kindness, and people just continue to keep getting kicked over and over and over again because they have a big heart. And that's a shame. So a bunch of people got together and started doing what we do here today. And like Adam and Checkmate touched on, that we're not here. We're not the TikTok police. You know, we get all these messages and people come to us and they're like, look, here's what's going on. We need some help. And some people do get a little bit upset. They're like, hey, Fallon, it's been 2 days. Where are we at on this? Some help. And some people do get a little bit upset. They're like, hey, Fallon, it's been 2 days. Where are we at on this? And I know that they don't understand that we have to vet everything. We have to research it. We need to make sure that we are not doing anything malicious towards anyone just because we don't like someone. The enemy of my enemy is not my friend. There's caveats to everything that you do in life and online. And yeah, you may just be a screen name or so you think. But when you do something maliciously towards someone, you need to be held accountable, because if you're called out, like we were already called out on September 24th, 2025, about a doxing situation for people to protect themselves, and then there's a bunch of people who get together and think, no, that didn't happen, because there's some small caveat into why. There's some gray area into thinking that didn't happen the way you said it happened when it was in black and white. There shouldn't be examples at this happened, or this happened, but it's okay because I hate that person. This happened, so let's go after them because they're just not a good person and they did X, Y, and Z. You either did it or you didn't. You take accountability for it or you didn't. And now we're here again today. But then there's also so much more going on, because it's not just that one person that's doing it. You have a plethora of people who are supporting bad behavior. So why would they take accountability? Why would they change their actions? And then you've got a whole lot of other people looking towards these people who think they're leaders. If it's okay for him to do it, then why wouldn't it be okay for me to do it? You did it. But then if there's always somebody out there who has some way to shut it down, some way to fix it, and we don't, it's kind of like, did you do the right thing because you want the clout? Did you do it because you wanted the pat on the back? Or did you do it just because you did the right thing when nobody was looking? On September 24th, we called out Gov for doxing someone. Their information going to Tim and Angela. Tim has already shown that he does things vengefully and that he's not a good person. And he will use things to manipulate people to give him money because he's lazy and doesn't want to work for himself and take care of his own life or wife. When you give someone some information, no doing it maliciously, or you want something bad to happen to them secretly, if you're doing it at any reason, you got to stop and look. Why did that information go to someone who is a scammer, beggar, or has exhibited bad? There was no reason for it. But then later on, September 24th at 11:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, Just Curious did the same thing to Gov. He was called out in the comments by Beautifully Talented and Checkmate the moment that a screenshot went up with his information on it. Whether it's his information or not, a phone number showed up that was him, and it wasn't right. So Beautifully Talented called it out. Checkmate called it out in the chat. Checkmate is on the back end messaging to two young ladies, Tish and Cassidy, telling them, take it down, get it down, get it down. We have those screenshots. We'll put them up here later. Then Checkmate got up in the box. Then I got up in the box. Doing the right thing when nobody's looking. Raymer, can you please cue up the audio, please?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Now, because I already have all the intel I need. But they just picked up a fight.
That's the wrong one. The one we're looking for is the one from September 24th.
The one where Fallon is in a box. Fallon actually got in the box before I got in the box. While we're waiting, y'all don't forget to tap the screen, share the live, please. We'll get to that, just Janet.
There weren't bad people out there, but they were us, around us. Do you understand that there's still people out there that have probably gone to bed and probably still think that over in that live that we rode hard for you and that we don't have the whole story and that some of this stuff is on you and we don't know everything that you've done? But I want it to be known that the two things that we fixed and addressed were, one, you didn't give the $100 like they said, and two, you were doxxed. Everything else that happened, we're not riding for you for everything else.
It's fine. You see Sydney's comment? It's kind of weird.
Cindy, you're absolutely right. You're not bothering me at all, but you're right. JC does sing our praises. He sings our praises whenever we've got something to offer him.
No, wrong. Let me tell you something. Whenever the communication thing sent in, Fallon, when I put that message up, that post up about those screenshots of the lady that was no longer, or the person who's no longer here with us on earth, God bless whoever spoke. I do not even know the person. All I said was, I felt like someone should have reached out to me and said something to me that hurt my feelings, that I thought that, because I had somebody else come to me and say it, not nobody in my small circle, as you know I'm talking about. That's all I said. I'm sorry that I mean, I don't know these people. And Fallon, if you know this, you know I'm new. I'm not saying that that's why I said I'm responsible for my post. Nobody else is. I took responsibility for my post. Nobody else is responsible.
Then why did we spend so much time trying to lead you in the right direction and try to mold you to be a better awareness creator? Then you just do whatever the fuck you want to do anyway.
How was I doing? What do you mean? What's wrong with what I was doing? There was nothing. I was showing the truth. Everything that she said was a lie. There was nothing wrong.
Was that not already addressed?
Yes, but I had to prove it on my end because I still understand. Like, I deserve for whatever fuck shit I've done. I deserve it. You didn't see me fucking end the live and back out or any of that. No, I'm sitting here listening because I want to learn. If I didn't want to, if I did, I could easily end this live, Fallon. A lot of people in a position like this, I don't know if they would or not. It's a lot of people that don't do that, but I don't know. I'm just letting you know, if I am man enough to be on here in this app and with you, Fallon, who is very well respected and getting told how it is, then you know what? That, if anything, it goes to show what kind of fucking person I am and how much respect I have for you. So no, I'm not trying to kiss your, you know what? I'm just being honest and upfront with you in front of everybody. So everybody can hear it. Now, I apologize for whatever I've done. I didn't mean, whatever. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is apologize. If you don't want to hang out and chat with me, I don't care. That's your choice. I don't want that. But if you choose to do that, that's your choice. I'm not going to reach out to you because you clearly have something with me. And I'm just going to, if people want to reach out to me, they can. If they don't, that's fine. I'm not gonna, like, if you think that tonight was, like, that's not, and not only that, like, it seems like the respect thing, after being doxxed and everything tonight, like a PM could have handled this as well. But that's just my opinion after what I have been through today. But that's how I would have handled it. I wouldn't have come in here and got on my ass, like you did. But, hey, I respect you for doing it, and I took it. It's all good. I'm not tripping. I'm not mad at you. I have nothing but respect and love for you, and I've told you that multiple times. I always will, regardless if you talk to me or not. I don't care. But I've always told you straight up. It just is what it is. I'm not gonna. Passively aggressive. The message I sent you, please explain how I was aggressive.
I really wanted to hear the passive aggressive. Is that the end of that clip?
Yeah, that's the end.
So I just want to say that we ask in a public live for this footage because people said it didn't happen. And wouldn't you know it? People had it and never wanted to come forward with it when it could have cleared up so much stuff. It could have kept so much drama from happening. And we could have probably not even been here where we are today.
So much ensued after that. There were threats made. There were lies told. And so many friendships and people's credibility was put on the line because so many people thought that we actually rode for this dude and nobody stood up for the two things that were said on September 24th, on the same night that we said Gov doxed someone. That night, Just Curious did the same thing. BT, Beautifully Talented, Checkmate, and myself got on him to hold people accountable because people's safety was at risk. The recording shows it was recorded and sent out, but hardly anybody's seen it. Hardly anybody knows about it. And then there's comments throughout videos saying, I can't believe they're hypocrites. I can't believe they didn't see that. I can't believe. And it would have taken one person to be able to say, I saw it. I recorded it. Different people. I mean, if you saw it, you saw it. Said, nope, I witnessed it. Or two, I recorded it and put it out. But no, here we are, and people had videos made about them. They had comments made about them. They've had threatens, and somebody could have taken accountability on September 24th, and instead here we are on November 20th talking about something that happened where somebody was taken advantage of, and there's going to be probably a lot more. And if you're on the outside and you've been taken advantage of by Gov, reach out to somebody and tell them what happened so it can all be compiled along with the other stories that we've received, because we've been researching ever since. Amber was dragged through the mud. Videos made about her. Then just Janet got told that she was doing something that she shouldn't have been doing. She was a horrible person, and that screw her. It was a good thing that she got taken advantage of, and she just deserved what she got, and that she was going to have to deal with it. Then there's instance after instance that you're going to see here tonight as to people getting threatened, doxxed. Some of the people I don't even know, but it doesn't matter if I know them or not, because no one deserves for their lives to be put into any type of chaos because people are showing up at their door or their house is being posted. None of that. Sorry, I'm getting some feedback.
No, you're not actually. I can hear you fine.
Okay. The thing that concerns me the most is as we go into this, it doesn't matter who it is. They could be the worst person on the internet, but nobody deserves to worry about when they close their eyes at night, is somebody going to come and do something to them, because people are crazy. And people hide behind screen names just because they've got a screen name like, Spicy Jolly Rancher, that they're protected, because everybody has a digital footprint and you can be found by just the slightest mistake that you make. Amber, because she said her opinion and she spoke out, she had videos made about her, and someone said, have pew pew, will travel. Did Amber deserve to be threatened like that? Cassidy was doxxed because she said that Gov was a pick-me. Did she deserve to have her business put out on the internet? Do people need to know where I work? Does it matter? Even the worst person on the internet doesn't deserve to have their business put out on the internet unless they are a predator and hurt children, women, weaker men. It's not right. If there's a predator out there, put his name, her name up and put it out there for everybody else to see. But that's what we do. We make awareness on things that shouldn't be happening. Begging, scamming, bad behavior, predators. Because we have a responsibility to take care of each other and damn sure these little kids. Is there anybody in here tonight that saw the comments that things were taking place on this app on September 24th, that we were hypocrites because we rode for this dude and he doxed Gov and it wasn't fair, and Gov's a great man and I stand beside Gov and I do this and I do that, because those are just a bunch of mean girls? Because I'm talking to you if you had the ability to tell the truth and you didn't. Especially when you had your friend made videos about their addresses put out. And then somebody said something that he didn't like, and then the next day on his Facebook, 4 other ladies' information is out. And we're talking about months later. September 24th, all this could have been done and over with, and we could be taking care of each other, and nobody needs to be none the wiser. But now we're here, November 20th, and on November 18th, all this information's out. Birdie, can you put that screenshot up of the Facebook post where phone numbers, date of births, addresses were posted on a Facebook account to dox people maliciously? And the key word here, guys, look at that. I've already witnessed how he got upset with somebody calling him a pick-me or trying to hold him accountable for saying something that wasn't right or accurate just because he said something that everybody believes because nobody's asking for proof. How is that right? How is that a man of honor? So tonight, we're going to talk about how things progressed since September 24th, and it's getting worse. So now we're here tonight, but it's so much worse the more we started digging. After weeks of digging through this stuff, the things that we found makes my heart hurt. It was okay whenever that dude got up there and said, well, Fallon has asked me for favors, and she's asked me for this, and Checkmate has asked me for this. I didn't ask that dude for anything. Checkmate didn't ask him for anything, but he wanted to lie. But I, thought I'd let lying dogs lie. It's fine. because you guys know who I am. There's people here that have just now first time you've ever seen or heard my name tonight. But I should be no different, because it doesn't matter where I work. It doesn't matter where I live. It doesn't matter where these 4 ladies live, who they are. Because they had an opinion, their lives need to be threatened and their information out on the internet. But not only that, this isn't any type of retaliation. This is tonight holding people accountable for what they say, because tonight, Gov has said he is somebody. And honestly, I'm so afraid that some of the information here tonight, you guys are going to recognize that you got duped too. So please reach out. Make sure you let somebody know, yeah, that happened to me. He did tell me that. Just to take advantage of somebody, because it's not only about scamming, con artist, or anything else like that. The information that he's put out saying that he is this person, is he? Because the more information that we found, the more it's why. All the aliases and all the cat and mouse and all the 007, why? I am so sorry to anybody who's been threatened or spoken to ill or lied about. As we go into this, you guys take your screenshots, keep your notes, because I promise you he's coming, and he's coming hard. He's going to post everybody's information. He's going to talk about how we're hypocrites and how we lied and we don't know what we're doing. Have pew pew will travel, and they don't know what they're doing.
Don't worry though, he doesn't usually get your address right. Mine was wrong too.
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. It's just the person that he portrays himself to be is absolutely not what he is. And you guys are going to see proof of that tonight, because we're going to absolutely prove that he's not who he says he is.
And if there's an Adam Carlson in here from Palm, I can't even remember the city. I apologize that you got a letter in the mail.
You're about to find out, Auburn. He's not a good guy.
So this Facebook account, this Bill Petty Facebook account, belongs to, obviously, Gov, right? We've seen where someone comes in and says that supposedly this person had a military record, and Gov will say, well, I can go look that up. And then he goes and he looks it up. And then here we are with Bill Petty. This account is no longer active.
Hey,
so
Fallon,
somehow, sorry.
Fallon, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Good.
We should just change the screenshot, because I think even in my video, we meant to cover that Bill Petty. Just, we don't want people like,
oh, okay.
I don't think he has that up anymore, because I believe
He did.
Yes.
Okay. I just didn't want people like going and trying to find that, and I should have covered up the name, and that was my bad. I apologize.
With that account, so
No, I'm saying I didn't want people finding like going to look for that, like the
further
people beside
information,
Johnson,
right?
You know? Yeah.
Oh, God.
Right.
Okay. That account has been deactivated as of yesterday. And miraculously, the people who have been actually digging into things for weeks, almost months now, have been blocked from that. So, because you show up on as a suggested person. So I believe he started to block people first, and then now he just deactivated since there's so many, because there was questions. Lots of questions. We all have questions tonight.
So, Sydney, to answer your question, how do you link Bill Petty to Gov? He was actually in a box, in Sean's box, with an account, talking, and his account name was Bill Petty.
And he also even admitted to me that getting that screenshot from his account was stalking. So basically, he admitted it was his account, and even though somebody sent me the screenshot, regardless, he admitted it was his account.
I really wish we weren't here tonight doing this, but I'm going to ask a couple of colleagues to sit on the outside and watch because there's other people who I am positive have been hurt. And the story that you're going to hear from Stacy tonight is heartbreaking in its own right. But guys, the people in the panel and the people in the chat who've gone through and researched this for such a long time, I'm so tired. But every time we would get to a point where we would get to a stopping point and we would hear that Gov claimed to be this gentleman and is it him? And then another identity would pop up and then we'd have to go chase that down. So it's exhausting, and we have tried to bring it to you the best that we are about to. So just keep in mind your questions, screenshot what you can, and if you've been affected, please protect yourself going forward. Do not give anybody your information or pay apps or any type of money on the internet. Do it locally in your own community. If you can't see the whites of their eyes, they don't deserve your money. There is some little kid out there squirreling away his lunch for his younger brother and sister who aren't of school age just to take them home a little bit of something so they can eat. There's a homeless veteran out there that deserves a hot meal. There's a single mother on the street with her baby that could be taken to a shelter. Go drop her off and some food. Don't give anybody on this internet your money, because your information could be in jeopardy as well as your heart. Because people aren't who they telling you that they are.
Okay, so let's just dive right in then.
Will you put up the screenshot of what Stacy is here tonight to tell us when she first started talking to Gov, and a little bit about her story, that she interacted with Gov to try to help her to be recovering on some money that she was taken advantage out of. Stacy. She may not know how to unmute. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The day Gov hit me up personally was right after the live you guys had over Dustin Oldenkamp, over the dog Rosie. And he swooped in, wanted to be the hero of his help, and he sent this huge cease and desist letter to Dustin Oldenkamp. I haven't heard anything about it since, and that was 3 months ago.
And then since then, they stroke up a conversation, talking in DMs, getting to know each other like he has done with many of us, right? There's a bunch of us who've had relationships with Gov in DMs because we all thought that I really like talking to this dude. He's a good guy. He's doing great things. He's helping us. He's trying to get, things set right. And then as it progressed with talking to Stacy, then somehow stories started. And the very first story that you got whenever he first asked you for money, Stacy, was what?
He told me to follow his very best friend, Pops. And I did, went and followed him. Very nice guy in text messages. And he told me the story of Pops. He was a sheriff for 37 years. And he's retired. As a matter of fact, they were both retired, living as neighbors in Florida. And then I was going to donate to his Stolen Valor Foundation. And I decided, I heard Adam's words ring in my head, to do your due diligence. And I did. And I researched it. It doesn't exist. It's a total fraud. The Stolen Valor Foundation is not a 501c3 nonprofit. It's not registered with the IRS. It simply doesn't exist. So I didn't donate, thank God, until they hit me up for money. And Pops was the first one to hit me up. And he gave me his PayPal address. And when I put that in, I got his full legal name. Pops did tell me his legal name was James.
Hey, Stacy, really quick. What? I was under the impression that it was Gov that was trying to get the money, but he didn't
What?
have PayPal and he had to direct you to Pops. I just want to make sure it's accurate.
Correct. No, that is, and I'm sorry, that's very correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure if I had it wrong or you were speaking it wrong, but I just want to make
Right.
sure.
And I just want to say real quick, if you guys can't read the screenshots very well, just go ahead and screenshot it and blow it up on your phone. There's no other way to get it any bigger and to fit it all on the screen. I'm sorry, Stacy, please proceed.
Okay, do you want to do this in order? Because that was the last transaction, the knee brace. The first one was over food. Because he was starving to death and he was our nation's hero. And we couldn't let that happen, right?
So when I want some of the, I'm already getting messages that some people are confused. So hold on, guys. So Stacy and Gov are talking in the comments, and they are becoming friends and just, you know, basically chopping it up like friends would. Okay, and we've got to make sure that tonight you guys understand that Gov is the one that's telling us he's these people. We're not blaming that although each of us have different opinions. Adam, help me with this, that we each have different opinions on if Gov is this person or not. But I'm just trying to tell you, to bring you the facts. This is what Gov said he is. This is who Gov said he is. Okay?
And I'm in the blue in that text, and Gov is in the white. Actually, I don't, in the blue. And that was over a knee brace. He supposedly had emergency surgery, Gov did, on Monday of just a few days ago. And he couldn't walk on his leg a few days ago. And he couldn't walk on his leg. Doctor said he needed this knee brace, and Gov didn't have money. So I sent it to Pops. And when I sent it, a receipt popped up with his full first, middle, and last name. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that here, guys.
No,
Don't say the name.
Okay. That was the last transaction. There's two more before this.
You can say the names, but no last names.
Okay.
Stacy. Okay.
It's James John.
Okay.
And like I said, this was the last transaction. The first one was over food, and the second transaction was Pops got a hold of me again. They found a homeless lady with two kids sleeping in a tent behind Walmart. And if anybody follows Pops, he put a video out on it showing a Walmart parking lot. And he said he had a little bit of money to help her, asked if I would send the other half so they could get her in a hotel room for a week. And I did that.
I want to add really quick that when she's talking about these different accounts, like that video that Pops put up, if you look at it, it's exactly the style and the way Gov puts up his videos on his account. If you watch the wording talk between the accounts, the wording is the same. They misspell the same words. You
Yes.
can make your own conclusions and your own correlations, but it's all there.
And then every day I was getting text messages from Gov that he has no food. He's behind on bills. He can't pay him. His phone was shut off. He asked me if I would pay his cell phone so he could turn that back on. And that's when I started searching for that full name. And what I found wasn't good. And I went to my friend Trolla for help. And she helped me find the rest, and we took it to you, Adam. And do you want me to talk about the other one, Fallon? Yeah. Trolla found that picture on Facebook. This was supposedly the day after his surgery. It was either this past Monday or Tuesday. And I asked him, hey, I'd love to see a picture of the knee brace I bought you. Can you send me a picture? He sure, give me a minute. It took about 4 hours, and Pops sent the picture, not Gov. And that's a lady's leg, by the way.
This
And
is a
there's
reverse image search.
Yes. As a matter of fact, almost every picture he has sent over to me, you can find on Facebook yourselves. Trollo found all that.
We also reversed searched all the pictures and we found everything ourselves. It was very simple to do.
Mm-hmm. So we became very friendly, personal. Give me a minute, guys.
So I just want to say that this picture, when we were sent this picture, we immediately reverse searched it and it came up. This is actually a woman's leg that actually did have knee surgery, and it came from Facebook. So he actually just went and grabbed the first picture off of Google to send to Stacy that he could find, and that's where he kind of screwed up. So
Right.
I would think that somebody with his stature would know that you can reverse Google search any picture ever.
Right. The one picture of the badge is what got me.
So we're gonna get to those pictures here real soon.
Then he started asking me questions about my family. He knows my husband is sick and battling with cancer. And he offered my sick and dying son his kidney. He wanted to save my son.
So I hope everybody heard that, because he absolutely did, because here's the screenshot where he offered to give her dying son a kidney with no intentions of ever helping her.
Right. So I knew he was a fraud. I didn't make the connection between Pops and Gov, that they were the same person, until last Sunday. And that's when I hit it. We tried to get a hold of Mexican Homie out of respect, because he's Homie's mod. He's been Homie's mod and friend for a long time. And Pops contacted me yesterday morning in a panic. He said Mexican Homie sent him an email and he wants Pops to call him. He wanted to hear his voice. Pops was in a panic and said he needed to take off to Gov because he was getting horrible messages from Gov that he was going to end his life. And he needed to leave. I'm going to guess he never called Homie. And now they're both deactivated, by the way. And as a matter of fact, let's see, I don't want to jump ahead, Adam or Fallon.
Yeah, so just slow down and let us.
Okay, because he did send me a cease and desist in my folded comments today, so he was fine.
I'm waiting for mine.
So just so you know, Gov is alive and well. Yes, he did comment today on the video.
I did see that.
I'll share mine with you.
Queen Witch, you don't have to message him. He was messaged, and he can see it on, YouTube. He was approached about it all.
I tagged him in a video also.
Someone want to take care of Janet, please?
Night shift, we never said he was stolen. We're going to get to all of that pretty soon.
I don't know what Janet's talking about either, so.
Miss Janet, Stacy, I think, was bamboozled by Gov. I think that's where all that posting came in. But she's good now.
I have her blocked.
Yeah, let's just stick to the facts tonight, and there's going to be a lot of hurt feelings out of all this. Yes. But he bamboozled a lot of people. You guys need to understand that.
A ton. He's a
and a lot of people rode hard for him, and I hope that they reconsider, their follows now.
He said that he was in Subic Bay. back in 1979 to 1981. And that picture was also found on Facebook. The identical one, even the counter it sits on. Trolla found that as well. And there it is. And he was not in Subic Bay from 79 to 81. Actually, I'm sorry, didn't mean to. Before my son and my husband, I approached Gov and asked him if he could find my late brother's Vietnam vet records. And he was in the Navy. I've never received those. And that was 3 months ago.
So this is actually the picture where we went in and searched that picture, and all of these popped up from Facebook. There was numerous ones. There's more than this. We just didn't get them all in a screenshot.
Correct.
Do we want to do the other badges right now since we're talking about them?
Yes, please. What with the research that was done by you, please.
Are you talking to me, guys?
No, just hold on, Stacy.
Yes.
Okay.
So Stacy sent us these two pictures, and I myself actually went and Google reverse searched them, and I just was absolutely stunned when I did Google reverse search them, because these patches are not even from the Navy. One of them, which I believe is the top one, is from the Army National Guard. And you'll have to screenshot. It's from the New York National Guard.
Yep.
We'll let you guys see that for a minute. The second patch that was in the first screenshot is actually from the Air Force. So there's absolutely no way, if he was in the Navy, that he would have these two patches on his uniform, because they're from two different branches.
Correct. And he was going to mail all those to me. He wanted me to have them all, and those never showed up.
Keep in mind what Stacy just said, and I want to remind everybody what Adam said in the intro of this. You have to piece together the information that we are showing you to make up your own mind at what you're seeing. We aren't telling you anything directly that Gov has not said to Stacy, and then you have to make up your own mind what you're seeing for facts and proof. Go ahead, Stacy.
Yeah, I'm just letting you all know that these patches is the ones that he said he had on his uniform. And there is no possible way for that to happen, because he's talking about three different branches of the armed forces. There's no way.
Yeah, he just started getting too comfortable, I guess, chit-chatting with me and started slipping up. Everything was misspelled, like these patches. He didn't even research those. And everything started clicking, and then when me and Trolla put his name into Google, we found an interesting blog, and I'll let you guys take that one over.
And as we go into this as we go further, I wish that we weren't here, but I'm glad that the information that, just in you starting to see red flags, Stacy, I appreciate you bringing, to Adam and things like that. I wish that on September 24th, when Trolla had access to the recording where I was calling out Just Curious, and Beautifully Talented was calling out Just Curious, and Checkmate called him out for doing the same thing that Gov did to JC and JC did to Gov. I wish that it would have went out to the rest of the community, and that she didn't sit on that, because doing the right thing is doing the right thing when nobody's looking, right, guys? That's correct. The definition of integrity. So when people have information that is crucial to people being doxxed and possibly their safety being at risk, doing the right thing when nobody's looking
He's very smart, but
Yeah, so if Trolla would have came forward with that video that she recorded herself today.
oh, he did send me pictures of himself too, Guardian of Valor. And I just want to say I'm going to refuse to after this moment. He is stolen valor.
Wait, hold on, Stacy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's be very careful how we say that, because that's not really something we can prove. And we don't want to stalk on stuff that we can't prove.
But we're giving all the information to you, Stacy, and that the team researched and put out to the rest of the community here so they can make up their minds after seeing the proof that you have seen and that we have seen. And the appreciation goes to you for stepping forward and allowing those red flags to go into the rest of the community. I wish that it didn't get here. I wish September 24th would have been the end all be all to someone taking accountability and going into as we go. And I wish that Nikki didn't get doxxed and bougie. And I wish Amber didn't get trashed throughout the internet on TikTok with videos being made. I wish that Cassidy, her information of a pick me and an old man. So
My wife is out there now.
yes, and Adam's information, his vehicle, what kind of vehicle he drives, and his wife, and yeah.
It was a Chevelle.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even married, so I tried to find a wife before the live, but it didn't work out.
And Adam, did you learn how to spell your last name correctly?
Not yet. I'm going to ask Gov how to properly do that.
You know,
I'm not trying to make fun of it, but like he's trying to, even myself, and like dox me, and he doxed. I mean, he ended up talking about, I guess, somebody with a similar name on total different area. You know, supposedly he sent them a letter that's going to make them rethink their decisions, and some poor guy. What the hell did I do? And you know, supposedly I have a wife, and he's messaged people what cars we drive, and so it's all intimidation. If you haven't seen all of his messages when he gets upset or something doesn't go his way or somebody doesn't do his bidding or believe that he is what he is, it's always an intimidating message. They're going to pay. They should have never crossed me. I mean, you can see it all over the place.
He's a classic narcissist. Classic.
Stacy, you're absolutely right.
And I call him an abuser. He will work his way into your personal life. He uses the best military language. After a while, though, he gets screwing that up as well. And then he pounces, and he hit me at the right time. And I know he's done it to others. He's had to have.
Miss Janet, you got to hold on, because there's so many things that we have seen in messages where Stacy. Janet, I would not steer you wrong. None of us on this panel or in this group that know the truth would do that. A ride, and she was being manipulated the whole way. So that's a conversation that we can have later. But I promise you, it was not done maliciously. She was manipulated into saying and doing the things that she said towards you. Okay. But I'm glad you're here tonight so you can see the truth.
yeah, and I just want to say, for all the questions, do we think he sent the letters, this and that? We're not going to talk on anything we can't prove, and we have no proof of that. So, I mean, you can have your opinions about it, but we are not going to speak on it because we don't have anything about that to prove.
Yeah, this old lady. Oh, excuse me.
So, Bertie, if you can put up the picture in which he sent Stacy saying who he was, please. And guys, I want you to keep in mind that the screenshots that are being put up are these messages in which he told Stacy he was this person. he was these people, and the connection was when he was hard up for some money, that the connection with the PayPal draws Pops and Gov into a connection. And then it just, the more research that was done, the bigger and bigger the manipulation plot got. But I do want, while Birdie's putting up the screenshot of what he sent Janet, I'm sorry, what he sent Stacy, that he looked like, he is telling her that he's going to give her son a kidney. He's going to send her his medals. And did he say he was going to pay you back, Stacy?
Yes.
Okay. And that he felt so bad for even asking her for money, that he felt horrible, and he just felt like, and every time it looked like Stacy was starting to slip away from him or to get to know the truth, he would hit her with, "Why are you ignoring me? What did I do?"
And he was really good with saying he was depressed because he was grieving his deceased wife of 3 years. And there's a trust established. And he gave all that money away to the Homeless Veterans Coalition. And that's why he's left broke and starving and can't pay his bills.
Janet, you heard me, right? You heard me tell you that, that it could be easily said whenever you got taken for money that you deserved to get taken because you were giving money to people on the internet. We took you in because we believe in you. We trust you, Janet. So please allow us to be able to make things right with getting Stacy's story out, okay? It's easy to blame. I understand that you're angry. We all are. But hang with us. We're not ever going to do anything to hurt anybody. That's not what we do.
Yeah, Miss Janet, you trust us, so just listen,
Yes.
okay?
Yes, please.
What screenshot are we on?
We are on Elton.
Elton Gunner?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's not his name either.
I'm sorry, I'm going to drop for a minute because I'm getting some really weird messages and I want to see what they're about, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
So here, what identity are we at now where he has said he is Elton now? He was.
Right.
Okay, have we got...
In this one, he says, "Just call me Mooner. Everybody calls me Mooner." And I thought it was odd that he was taking my last name. And that should have been another red flag. Yes, Donna, it has.
So do we have that screenshot of his face, Birdie? The one that he sent Stacy, so this is me.
And there he is.
This is Gov said he was to Stacy. Now, how much money are we in already at this? So a couple of days ago that we found where he's said he had surgery, but we found the same Google reverse, and then his medals
Correct.
reverse, the patches that Checkmate found that were from different organizations of our military. And now we're on identity number 3. Bill Petty to Elton. And then here's a screenshot of who Gov is saying that he is. Okay, remember guys, he's the one telling State, we're not telling you it's him, we're telling you to take the evidence, piece it together for yourself, and make your own decisions, because everything has to be shown proof. From here on out, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's I can't even think of anybody. Whoever it is, please ask for proof always, and don't believe it until you have seen everything, all sides.
This is James John.
And guys, when we research James John M., his face, his information, I hope that Gov is not trying, but all searches and all indications go right back to it. Please don't go and try to find this gentleman in the event that James John is just a stolen identity for Gov. But Gov is saying he is this man.
Can I say something, Fallon? Going back to Pops and Gov real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
We've always heard Gov in life. We've heard him talk. We've heard his voice. Anybody ever hear Pops talk? I never have.
I have not.
Correct. There was a reason for that.
So was it just Pops asking you for money for Gov, or did Gov come straight out and ask you for money?
Yes.
Okay.
Gov asked, you have the screenshot.
Yes.
It was usually coming from Pops, and then Gov, in Gov's account, it was the sad stories of how he's starving to death. He contacted me one day, my phone's off. Can I bother you for a few more bucks? It was daily at that point. Daily.
Yeah, I had a black screen. I had to find it. Sorry.
Oh boy. Oh, thank you.
Tanya Breaker, this live is not about Florida man.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Good luck.
Checkmate, he's paused, so nobody can let you in.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's okay. I mean, I'll just be
You
down
want me to
here, I
explain
guess.
this screenshot?
Yes, please do.
This is another screenshot, another message with Gov. He sent me a picture of him and his so-called deceased wife. And you can read the conversation. And Trolla found that picture as well. Yeah, he said she had died of breast cancer.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Okay. So, how long ago did she tell you did he tell you that she passed away?
3 years ago.
Okay, so 3 years ago, Gov told Stacy that his wife passed away from cancer 3 years ago. Here's a screenshot of the Facebook where they just renewed their vows in August.
April, I believe. I think.
Oh, April. I can't read my handwriting. It says A.
April of this year.
Okay, April of this year. If Gov is saying that he is this gentleman just renewed the vows with this lovely lady in April. The wife that he said passed away 3 years ago. More emotional manipulation.
Yep.
More trying to draw Stacy in. So now we're on identity. If Gov is saying he's this gentleman, why?
And also, Pops talked about his Gov's deceased wife as well. That she was just the best thing next to apple pie. And he loved her. Yeah.
So how much? So we're at the money where he's asked you for money for food. Have we gotten to the phone bill yet where he asked you to pay money for the phone? So you can explain that a little bit?
Sure. Do you have this screenshot?
Yes. Y'all make sure you're tapping the screen, please. Checkmate fell out of the box again. And hold on. Go ahead, Stacy. I'm sorry. We're having technical difficulties tonight.
That's okay.
There we go.
I'm so sorry. My phone is blowing up with messages and it keeps kicking me out.
Okay, go ahead, Stacy. You can go ahead and speak on it while Bertie's trying to find that screenshot. It is the $143.
Oh, goodness, no, I thought it was like 239.
There was one for 156 something.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent screenshots of a so-called Pops contacted me and desperately because he couldn't get a hold of Gov and Gov wasn't answering. So we did back and forth chatter that way. And then Gov got a hold of me and said he was on Wi-Fi, something about Wi-Fi, and asked me if I could help with the cell phone bill. And he sent a statement. There was no name, just an amount. And he said he had 5 devices on that, and they were all his adult kids, and that he pays their cell phone bills every month, along with So with the home mortgages, he pays of his adult kids, all of their cell phone bills, and the rest of the money he had left from this trust went to the Homeless Veterans Coalition because he's housed veterans, is what he's told me. Because, you know, he's a great guy and our nation's hero.
How many times did you actually?
One was, I believe, I think it was the $300. One was 3, I think one was 5 or 6. Adam, can you help me out with that? And the other one was for the homeless lady they found behind Walmart.
Okay.
The knee brace, I mean, they're all like tied in. So they're all in one transaction. It was usually for food. I put cell phone on there, and it was for cell phone and food. It was usually for food. I put cell phone on there, and it was for cell phone and food. And he sent me a picture of a T-bone steak that I guess I bought. And he wanted me to see it, I guess.
Stuff and go all these places and take care of people. And if she is needing to send this kind of money over there, which isn't even, you know, a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but nobody is in the kind of situation to be doing the things that he said he was doing. We need to keep that in mind.
Right. I mean, he's
Correct.
constantly saying that he has the means to fly across the country. He has the means to take all these people to court, but he doesn't even have the means to pay his own phone bill.
Right. And I just want to remind everybody, James, John, is the man in that picture that Gov said is him.
Throughout
That's
all,
how I made the connection. They are the same person. Pops and Gov.
so throughout all the research that we did, this, and he is James John, used his face, his likeness, even down to his kids' names. His grown sons that went into the service, one that that lives close by, and the one that doesn't. His grown sons' names match what Gov is telling Stacy.
Correct. And he also told me his one son is a commander in the Navy and his daughter is a dentist. Highly successful kids. And that's, I mean, I'm not disrespecting these people, but that is not their careers. We found that out as well.
So basically, going through the messages with Stacy, and she started to see red flags, and bringing in, and us doing Google searches, and we'd already found a bunch of stuff that didn't add up. We just needed to continue to fine-tooth comb it a little bit more. And the amount of things that he lied to Stacy about just kept getting worse. And it continues to get worse. I didn't think that it could get worse than, offering up his Purple Heart and his Bronze Star that he's.
Right, he lost him.
And, a lot of things match up. This gentleman's birthday, when he messaged and said that his birthday is in February, he said he was 66, right, Stacy?
Correct, 67.
Okay, but it looks like the date of birth may not match on, John.
Correct. James John is 60 years old.
So much stuff continues to come out. I am getting hammered with messages, and that's why my phone keeps messing up and I'm cutting in and out, and I can't even see some of the comments. There's people who said the same thing, that his wife isn't passed away and that he's heard this story before, and there's so much more out there. I'm so tired of looking stuff up. And
He has conned thousands and thousands and thousands of people on this platform. A lot of creators, big creators we all know, follow, adore, love. How well do you know somebody? Do your research, do your homework. Like Adam says, do your due diligence and research it. And don't send anybody money on this app, ever. Because I trust him, 100%.
Take people's words like us. Anybody on this panel, just don't take anybody's word. Like, just look around a little bit yourself. Add up 2 and 2. Does it equal 4 or does it equal 5,
Correct. Yep.
so we've got several people that he himself in her messages said that he was. He has sent a screenshot of a face that belongs to James John M. He has sent the names of children, successful gentlemen who are grown, and said that they was those. He has said that he's going to send his medals and his flags to Stacy. Offered her son his kidney. He said he's had surgery on his knee just days ago, and the images is a Google reverse found on Google Earth. I mean, not Google Earth, sorry, on Google, reverse images.
Surgery or the day after he was putting out a video to go meet up with Florida Man too. So that was going to be a tricky one.
He talked a lot about that reward money. So I imagine that's what he's after.
And guys, he's probably going to make a lot of videos. He's going to say that Adam is spearing this up and that we're coming at him. And what does it matter on Facebook and bringing Facebook to TikTok? And that's not right. And that he's so hell bent on putting out information on what someone else is doing when that has no bearing on anything that's going on here tonight. We're just bringing you the receipts.
Let's clear that up really quick. Stacy, did I come to you or did you come to me?
I went to Adam.
Exactly.
I sent Adam a message, and I think I said, Adam, I think I have the other half of what you're looking for.
Yes, because you knew even like a month or a month and a half ago, I've messaged you and a few other people I respect and said, things don't add up with this guy. Something is not right.
Correct. And that's when I started looking at him, and here we are. And you were right. We connected both halves of what you and your team had, what me and Trolla found, and Bing.
You had stuff that we didn't have. It, like I said earlier when I started live, it connected the dots of things that were missing, that you guys were missing, that we were missing, you know?
Correct. And there's occasions like this, I believe, that are so big. You need to lay your differences down and come together as one, work as a team. And that's what I did.
He gets so upset with, and I can't even imagine the things that are going to come out. I mean, all our addresses are going to probably come out. It's just going to show that he is exactly what we're telling you about what's going on. But it's, guys, you have to always ask for proof. There's no reason that people should be in the comments saying, I stand by you, Gov. I will always stand by you, Gov. We got your back, when there's so much information out here that he is taking advantage of kind-hearted people just because he can.
Right. And if anybody knows me, no one defended him harder than I did. 150%. I stood on it. I believed everything he said. I trusted him fully.
Stacy, that's one thing a lot of people did. And I started at the beginning of the live saying, even I did. I believe he contacted me first about Tim and Angela, because I think at that time, that was the first time I had ever spoken to him. He did spin another narrative just recently in a message that after him, I think he said 10 minutes, I gave up Tim's email address. Well, he can go to his own messages and post it. I freely encourage it. I mean, it took a matter of, I believe it was days before I responded and actually, if you look up what doxing is, it's obviously when you give out somebody's information so somebody can go to them and cause harm. Right. So if I believe he's doing something good, because like he showed me how he was doing stolen valor on a certain person I've done content on before. We'll just use his initials, PA. Everybody probably knows who he is. But I saw and thought he was doing good. I gave him an email address so electronic papers could be served to Tim and Angela. Would that take him to their place or anywhere to hurt them? No.
No.
It was to help a scammer who was taking money from ladies off the internet. So anybody that thinks and wants to believe a narrative that what Adam did is all right, so what's wrong with what I did? Well, look what we just posted earlier when he posted 4 people's date of birth, name, address, phone numbers. I mean, that explains itself. So,
and he's going to do it to me.
Don't feel bad, because even I have talked to him. Other people have talked to him. It's just, it didn't take long for things to... started talking about in Tennessee that there's things I do off the app with the PDF files that have went to court and stuff like that. And a lot of things didn't add up for me. And that's where I started questioning things, the way he was talking about the courts and stuff. So, you know, but
it's like the investigator said, it's what he does. He sits home all day on his computer and searches legal documents and puts the names on them and issues them out to everybody.
Yes.
His sets are empty.
The whole point, just don't feel bad. Don't let them spin narratives later. Don't let them whatever. You didn't do anything wrong by trying to, you know, talk to him in the first place. That's all I'm saying.
I know. Thank you.
So this screenshot up is about, I believe this is a post about Amber. And this is where Pops says that, I can't read that. I'm so blind. Can somebody read that for me, what Pops says in regards to Amber?
I can't see it either, Chuck.
Have pew pew will travel. I've got your 6, senior.
Yeah, that's Gov, all right.
So that's definitely threatening somebody. That's fucking insane over an app.
Yes. He's supposed to be a high naval officer, an honorable man. That don't look honorable to me.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yes.
The fuck?
And he just proved the point that I had made about the comment.
Yeah.
So he went after Nikki and Bougie because they were sitting with someone he didn't like. Amber, what Amber? He threatens women because he
threatens and doxes women.
Yes.
That's
so
all I
she went
said.
after her for that. Amber got her whole video trashed from his followers. And then this was after Cassidy had been doxxed. And in black and white, Gov says, I didn't dox anybody. And we can play that clip that Cassidy was doxxed.
And I've yet to be held accountable, by the way.
Fallon, can you send that to me? I've never seen this.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Stacy, you actually commented on a few of these posts.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember seeing this.
You definitely did.
Was that when you and I were buddy heads?
Over what? This post?
I think you and I, no, actually, I thought is this Guardian's post or yours?
Yes, it's Guardian's post. I don't post about awareness.
So, Stacey, this was when you were definitely riding hard for GOV.
Probably.
This was a while back, yes.
Okay, I just don't remember it. I'm sorry. I don't remember reading this or seeing it.
Yeah, like Birdie said, you're actually tagged in the video that he made.
Oh, I am.
So.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't seen it. If I commented, I don't know what it was.
And all of this is when Cassidy went live, when he said he didn't dox anybody, and he was going after Cassidy. He was actually threatening Cassidy in her messages.
I was in Cassidy's live. I remember him going after Cassidy, but I don't remember this with Amber.
There's a list. I mean, you guys know that in my notebook, it's full of people who love to go based off of hearsay. And I know, Stacey, I would love to hear you, once you remember what's going on, that you just said you rode hard for him or that you supported him 150%. And I appreciate that you saying that, you didn't start seeing the red flags until after you were taken advantage of. I see the amount of manipulation that you went through, and we're trying to show it here tonight. And guys, there's a lot of things that he said to her that it was bad. I mean, it was constant. Even when she started to pull away from him a little bit, he's back up in those messages saying, "Are you mad at me? Why are you ignoring me?" And then it's always some story, some tragedy.
Very bad.
I'll be right back, Checkmate.
Checkmate, do we need to play the clips where he says he doesn't dox people?
Yes,
To
please.
further prove that he's a liar?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. If everybody could mute so the people down in the chat can hear, please.
And make sure y'all are tapping, please. Stacey, could you mute for a minute, please?
Yes. Hold on.
Happens. And
It's okay. When you cast stones out on the internet, you better make sure that your back door is secure and everything is protected. Yep. Boss Lady and Cassidy have not done that, and it's too late now because I already have all the intel I need. But they just picked the wrong fight.
They thought they were doing there. I don't know what they thought they were accomplishing.
I don't know. It was a fuck around and find out moment. And, you know, like I said, Miss Mayo, Armstrong, whatever she wants to call herself, she's going to find out.
That's all. That's all. And Sally, you've come in here a few times saying that truth happened. And it's okay.
When you cast stones.
And everyone, there's another audio that I'm going to play, but Cassidy did give us permission to play this clip. We would not intentionally put her whole name out without her permission.
So that was absolutely Gov doxing Cassidy with her last name and everything, when he previously said that he has never doxed anybody. The day that he doxed Just Curious, I was literally pulling into my garage at 5:30, and we were having a live at 6 o'clock on Tim and Angela, and I pulled into my garage at 5:30, and I was dropped with a bunch of screenshots of Gov doxing JC. We had it in black and white, and people still chose not to believe it. And this is where we are now.
The second audio I'm going to play is him adamantly denying that he ever doxed anybody. So if y'all listen up.
I'll say it again. I did not dox Just Curious publicly, and I did not dox that Cassidy. Now, Cassidy is a personal friend of Just Curious. I guess they're from the same town. I don't know this woman. I've never met her, but for some reason, she attacked me one night in a live. I have no idea why. I went over there, and all they did was scream and holler, and then sent me messages. And what I did is I sent her legal name in a message to her, and she stopped messaging me. I didn't dox her publicly. Get her to stop messaging me. So I sent her name. I know who you are. And I don't see how that's doxing. But they sure let that run in the chat, and she kept repeating it. And they didn't say anything when they were in Just Curious Live, when they put up my phone number on a live and my first name. They didn't stop that. That was okay, though, right? This is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. They're calling me out for supplying his name for an investigation, but they're going to put my info up because it's fun. Watch this. Well,
so we had that live, intended on having that live about Angela and Tim, and then was informed that Gov had doxed JC. So we knew that we were going to take a hit because we were going to go live with it so soon. But we believed that it was the right thing to do because doxing people is dangerous. We literally got done with the live about Gov doxing JC, and we went to another live where JC was doxing Gov, and we immediately called that out. Here's the screenshots of BT and I both telling him to get the video down. He's doxed. I was also messaging people on the back end trying to get the damn screenshot down. So when people tell us that we don't do things for the right reasons, that's crazy. Because no matter, we just called, we went over because he was getting doxed. So yes, we absolutely do try to do the right thing. It doesn't matter who it is. People do not need to be doxed.
This is the group chat that we have with Tish and Cassidy, where Not only did Beautifully Talented and Checkmate call it out in the chat, she was actually over here in a group chat that were with these outstanding young ladies trying to get it down over here. And Cassidy is in the chat now, and she can come up for a few minutes just to tell that what he said is not true. I don't know how to send an invite because I can't see the damn screen down at the bottom. My phone is jacked.
Who are you wanting to invite up?
Just Cassidy, so she can let them know that it's not, that what he said wasn't true directly.
Hi guys.
My Cassidy.
No, it is not true. Checkmate and Fallon was in that chat that night saying, hey, bring this down. I actually was not in that live at that moment because I had some back things going on. But also what he said, that he sent me my legal name and the messages stopped. If y'all was in my live, y'all saw that isn't true as well. He said it in a live, as y'all just heard. But yeah.
But why would he be looking you up anyway? Just because y'all gotten in a little tussle, a little argument online? I mean, that's yes. Weird.
Because he was in a chat in JSA's live to go after Puckett, and I called him out and said that wasn't true. And I called him a pick-me, so he came after me.
Why do you keep going after women, Gov? Do you think women are the lesser, weaker part of humanity? Because we're not.
So, in Gov's own words, I mean, I guess he fucked around and found out.
Hey, Gov, you said that if I can prove that you doxed somebody and that lied, you would eat them. So eat it, baby.
Yes, been waiting for that all night.
I've been waiting for eat them.
Okay, where do we want to go next? Or are we at least halfway there? Adam's probably asleep.
No, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Just letting you guys. Remember, I'm not 94.
You're the one that said you had the old man brain, not me.
Yeah, some days I feel like it.
Same.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Birdie, if you can just go through the screenshots that you have left, we'll address them as we go through. So we can make sure that everything that we have said, to make sure we've covered our bases. We're still at, Gov has said he is. Checkmate.
I am too, but let's just go on with this because it's already 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for some.
Okay. Real name.
We pretty much know is Gov. Yeah. So it correlates to the correct James, obviously.
And we haven't brought up the lines were crossed account yet, right? Correct?
No, you're back.
I know I was gone, so wasn't sure.
Okay, go on to the next one, Birdie. Sorry. I'm trying to remember if there's any more Google Earth images that when he sent them to Stacy, that, like with the knee surgery, and then that was reversed image image to a lady on the internet on her Facebook with her knee surgery just days ago. Then the metals reverse imaged. The offering of the kidney to Stacy's son, the asking of money. Stacy, did we ever get a total of the amount so far that, I don't have that in my notes. What was the total amount that he manipulated you out of with?
I believe it was just under 1,000.
Okay. This was a brace, a knee brace, cell phone, food,
Groceries,
propane,
gas, on and on.
Stacey, I want you to make sure that any messages that you get going forward, you screenshot and you always keep them. I want you to protect yourself. And that goes for people on the outside, or if you're in here and you're the people that are messaging myself and Checkmate that have given money to Gov and you're actually coming and telling us about it in our messages. Thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to come and tell us about it. You're appreciated.
Thank you, everyone. Really, Adam, all of you, Trolla, appreciate it.
All of this because somebody called him. Amber challenged him, telling that he actually, what she said is actually accurate, that he threatens women. And I mean, he even threatened Adam, with his address and talking about his wife. So there's no telling what's coming. I just need everyone to understand to ask for proof always. And it doesn't have to just be in this instant. Everyone that comes to try to tell you something about anybody, ask for proof. And if they can't provide it to you, then they don't need to sit around you. Don't put your integrity and your credibility online supporting somebody that one day this is what's going to happen.
And I want to remind everybody, there's countless amounts of screenshots and everything that he has said and said who he is, showed the pictures who he is, the person who that is. I believe it's him. That's my opinion. Everybody can make their own assumption and correlation, or the other scenario. He has stolen the identity like I've never seen from another person, and I'm sorry, but it's either his wife or it's a wife that may not know. And because she's not deceased, so there's a lot of issues here. And it doesn't matter what scenario it is. You just heard from a lady that he took almost $1,000 from, but he's on this app doing all this righteous stuff. So if you can't put all that together, then it's tough. It's tough for you.
Laurie, that's what I was wondering. If anybody has donated to him or if anybody has received DMs asking for money, could you please get a hold of Fallon or Adam or Checkmate or anybody?
I've gotten a lot of messages, but I didn't want to keep dropping out and checking them because it was holding up the live. So I'm just going to have to check all my messages afterwards.
I think that's what was messing my phone up, where I was cutting out or I couldn't see the screen. It would go black and I couldn't see the comments. He alluded to, I don't know if some of you were in here when we told you that he alluded to Stacy that he wasn't doing good and that he was telling Stacy, make sure I get this in order, that he told Pops that there were letters in his safe and that he wasn't doing well as far as his mental health and to mail those letters out. Is that accurate?
Very correct. He said he couldn't deal with
mental health and to mail those letters out. Is that accurate?
Very correct. He said he couldn't deal with being broke and poor anymore, and he was done with life. And that was the morning homie emailed Pops asking him to call him, that he would only talk to him in a phone call. And that was Pop's excuse to not call homie. He needed to rush down to his best friend. And I was fully expecting a notice today. I got my black dress out and I was ready. And here we are. Now he's issuing cease and desist tonight. And I thought, wow, that was a miraculous recovery. Because yesterday I'm getting pictures of him laid up in the hospital with that leg, going to lose his leg. So,
yes, there were a lot of screenshots here too, and I think you know about this too, Stacy. I think you were talking to him about the money, and another strange thing, he served 20-something years in the military, and I don't think this was covered. And I think you asked him something, and he said he chose not to take but in another live, I think it was a Scammy Claus live, he said he didn't work for the Department of Defense. I believe he was a contractor for them. So as a contractor working for them, he's not going to get Department of Defense or government benefits. But either way, why wouldn't you take your VA benefits? And then he's in the situation where he's manipulating you and saying insurance won't cover this, I have to wait for this, and and it doesn't add up. None of it adds up. And just the money trail, how it goes from Pops to him, and it's like a soap opera. It's a soap opera.
He also used the government shutdown. That's when he really started hitting hard on money. And he said as long as the government shut down, he doesn't get his checks and they won't accept his insurance. So now he's buried in medical bills. And I asked him, why aren't you my sister's a vet, my whole family are vets. And he said it's more money if he signed up to get his checks through the federal government instead of the VA. And I don't think he realized what he said. I don't know. He uses, like the government shutdown, he used that to pounce. And
every veteran I know in the government shutdown got all their checks as normal.
All my family did. Insurance was still good. So it was one of the last things I checked is when all of that came out. And I knew I was dealing with a scam artist. I just didn't know who he was at that time. And, yeah.
Yes, Barb's correct. VA was not affected.
Well, then he told me he put his house up for sale in New York that sits on 20 acres of property, and he's selling it for $1.8 million. And I says, well, can't you go to the bank with the deed, take out a small loan? His credit was shot and destroyed. Oh, and he's also selling the non-existent house in Florida too, for $300 and some thousand, and his Harley Davidson bike. And we found that bike. Well, Trolla did. Found that picture of the bike on Facebook as well. And it's his son's bike. The James John's son's bike. A Harley Roadster, Glide, something to that effect.
Well, regardless, he has made himself this other guy down to a T, and everything matches up to even the children's names. So
perfectly.
People have to decide, is it him, or did he just take his identity? Either way, pick your poison of how you want to say it's wrong. So
you and Trolla caught that he scrubbed the house off Zillow?
Yes, it was the only house in the area that was scrubbed off. No, it was off Google Maps.
Yeah.
But he couldn't scrub it off the real estate places, so we could still easily see through the real estate companies.
Yeah. He just started slipping too bad, and he couldn't recover from it, and I think he knew it and was panicking. And that's what
He just renewed his, thank you, Bertie. He just renewed his vows. I can't see a date, but I know it wasn't terribly long ago. And so
it was in April.
So his wife didn't die a couple years ago, if that's indeed him. And I'll still say that, if that's indeed him,
that's
or this man, that he's claiming to be, whatever.
Right. There's just so many to go through. We'd be here for hours if we looked at all of it.
Yes.
There's just so many to go through. We'd be here for hours if we looked at all of it.
Yes. Where you want to go, checkmate? Fallon, do you guys have anything else to go next, or?
Yes, whatever anybody does, please do not try to give money to that Stolen Valor Foundation. It is fraudulent. And you can look that up with a simple Google search. Foundation. It is fraudulent. And you can look that up with a simple Google search.
When was the last time he contacted you, Stacy? Like in the middle of the day today?
Yes, was it early that morning? First around 6 in the morning, and then Pops was around 8 in the morning. So
Didn't Pops' message come in like within 4 minutes of me uploading my video or something? Panicking, wasn't he?
He was completely panicky. I saved the... Yes.
I believe he was like panicking, wasn't he?
He was completely panicking. I saved the entire conversation, which Pops removed out of his messages yesterday, excuse me. And you could tell right away it was phony. Same with the email.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the blog we found?
It probably is. Not that I can read that myself right here, but...
I guess people are going to have to read it themselves and come to their conclusion. But if you type in his real name, you'll find an interesting blog come up titled Con Artist and Scammer. And it's him. And it's got his picture on it as well.
Well, it has a picture of the person he's portraying to be.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry, I'll try to remember that.
No, it's good. We just want to stay correct, for
sure
what it could be.
I believe 1,000% this is our guardian of valor, and Pops and lines were crossed. But not everybody's going to agree, I suppose.
It's okay. Fallon, where are we at?
Okay, so where we are is there were, like I alluded to tonight, Stacy, thank you so much for telling your story. Thank you for coming to Adam so we could connect all of the work that was done over here. There were some things that you guys, that when I told you about on September 24th, that all of this could have been avoided and we could have handled the accountability and could have avoided with Nikki and Bougie being doxxed, her information being out, all because they stood against with words, not even any actions that were against it. The things that were done with Stacy about the lies about him being this gentleman, if he is or if he isn't. You guys just look at the receipts and make up your own mind. But one of the reasons why it was so important that we bring so much information to you guys is now we've got a situation where I don't want any drama or anything that's going to take place going forward lessen the story that you guys always need to protect yourselves. Okay. The clip that you guys heard was strictly on Trollovision should have put out the information and said she has a YouTube, she has a page where she posts everything else. And there is no reason why that and Checkmate shouldn't have got out that they were told to take the doxing down or for us to be called hypocrites, any of that.
I do want to say one thing, Fallon, that I was messaged during this live, and she said they were probably on there, but she never listened to his lives, and she didn't know it was on there. I'm just letting you know the message I got. I want to stay fair with everybody.
Yes, and I appreciate that you told me that, Adam, because she actually put in print here that live, or I wasn't in that live, but she actually recorded it and actively from the outside, and she sent it to Manda, and Manda let us have this information because there were many questionable things that have happened and taken place in which, because we did some awareness things with Trolla, that we're actually being questioned because of the things that are being said. Checkmate, I'm going to need some help because I'm
Fallon, do you guys want me to drop?
I mean, are we through all of the stuff with Stacy and Gov?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
I guess, we can just end with the fact that people need to follow and watch who they ride for, because I can promise you not everybody's who they say they are. Definitely.
Correct.
Just remember when you're in those DMs that, people are in other DMs, and it just proves that, people are constantly asking for money on the back end, and they're getting it.
Right. Can I say something real quick and then you guys can drop me and I'll hang out in the chat?
Of course.
If anybody has given him money, you can feel free to come to me in my DMs. It stays private. You're more than welcome to hit me up, and I'm here. And don't be afraid. Don't be scared.
Stacy, have you thought about going to your local authorities and reporting that to law enforcement?
It's been discussed.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yes, Rama. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Hope said that she's had success getting her money back from PayPal, and I told her just to message you.
Right. And I do have that address. If anybody wants it, report it. I've already reported it, but the more the better.
Just stop giving your money away to people.
Yep.
I mean, they can work just like the rest of us. So, yeah, I guess just protect yourself. I don't really know what else to say other than that, because we've laid everything out. I mean, you can form your own opinions.
That's right. Just do your homework and research it yourselves, and you're going to find everything we found. Everything.
And if you have anything to share, you can definitely DM me. I would be more than happy to see on this app.
That's right. Stick with your hometown. Hang out at a dog shelter. That's who needs your help.
Just stop fucking giving your money away, people. My God, it's not that hard. Jeez.
No. And it's holiday time, and these stories are getting sad on here.
Is there anybody with any serious questions that we can wrap it up and just get out?
I don't really know anything about the grab links, so I don't want to discuss them. But I haven't seen it for myself. And I'm not going to speak on something I don't know about.
Correct.
Well, apparently we need to go to another live because the same topic is being discussed.
Yeah, it's kind of super disrespectful, but that's fine.
Very
There's
disrespectful.
another.
Yeah. Somebody didn't get the clout they wanted over here, so they ran and got clout with somebody that pulls in bigger numbers. Get it? Her
She
time's
needs to
coming.
stop begging on the back end, or she's going to get the clout that she wants.
Long as
But
the
I'm going to
message.
jump out of the box. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Adam. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Tiffany.
everybody.
You got the message about what's happening with Gov. That's what's the most important thing here.
Right.
Yeah,
And keep your wallet shut. Do not give people on the internet money.
absolutely. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Drola, wherever you are. You got me over here.
Okay, good night, you guys. Thank y'all
Good
so much.
night, everybody. Thank you.
All right. All right.
Precisely. You're doing better though.
Yeah, it's I don't even mind people like Hulkster and